What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Fina Team and News. A few days ago, I touched on this briefly. I read some comments in that video about, Heavenly going in on quad and quad chats about being iced out of the show and all of that. So I read some comments, but it was a recent post. So Quad responded to a few people, but it wasn't to the extent that it is now since it's been a few days. So I figured, let's go ahead and get into it. And she threw a little shade here and there. So if it's in the title, we're going to start with it. So let's start with this person wrote. Queen Quad, you ain't worry about no sour tea and tacky toya. Okay? I don't like throw rocks and hide your hands up at people. I don't like that. Stand on it, okay? Don't like comments like this on your page. We're going to read the one she responded to. But you don't like a comment where someone is responding to your ex-husband's wife as sour tea, where her name is Sweet Tea. Even if you don't like Toya and you think Toya is tacky, if you want us to believe that you're so unbothered and you don't care, why would you like a comment of someone referring to her as sour tea when you keep telling us you don't have a problem with her? You give him back to the streets and she found him in the DMs and there's no issue.
But there is no beef between you and Sweet Tea.
I have said that profusely.
Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to. So
why would there be? I gave it to the streets and she found him in the DM. So why would that be? There would not be anything beef between her and I.
And then you're liking things about people calling her sour tea. And then if and when she responds a clap back, then it will be, like the G new wife is insecure. She's coming for Quad. What did Quad do? You don't like a comment, even if you're not responding or you are not the person who wrote it, you skip over it. And I'll show you an example. This comment right above the other comment. Dr. Heavenly said some nasty things about Quad with Carlos. That is evil. Oh, Quad saw those videos. She knows exactly what Heavenly did and said. Do you see her liking this comment? No. But then look right below the comment and see the heart. All I want to know is, what did they want Quad to apologize for? I know I haven't missed an episode. Now, she could have owned her part in not contacting the ladies, but heck, I don't know if I would have when all of them acting like that joker at divorce was not abusive and like he is an angel. And Sweet Tea got a prize. I'm confused. And this is where some of the women get upset with Quad. The last time I checked, the reason why Heavenly and Lateasha are going at it is because Heavenly switch up on her for you. Okay? This is in real time. This is not Quad didn't know. She watched the show and she found out. No, you are leaving comments 3 days ago. Okay? So you are aware that Heavenly switched up on that girl for you. You watch the episode of Heavenly being denied into the wedding. Why? Because she was talking about Lateasha. What ish was she talking? I can say the other word. What was she saying? Warning Lateasha to not marry your ex-husband based on your experiences and based on what you told her and based on what happened in your marriage. That's why Heavenly was banned from the wedding. So you cannot watch this show and then turn around and like a comment like this talking about all the person wrote when all of them acting like that joker at divorce was not abusive and like he is an angel. All of them. And that's not true. So when people call you a liar and the women come for you, this is it right here. I might not be here for Heavenly sometimes, but I'm fair. Imagine hearing whispers that your friend will not be on the show because she's not married to medicine. So you play a part in the ex-husband and new wife coming on so your friend can have a storyline. You befriend, the ex-husband, new wife, and all of that. And she finally agrees to come on the show. Now your friend have a storyline, so you switch up, on her ex, new wife. You're no longer her friend. You're dragging her all over social media, all in the name of this friendship, and also because you're just a disgusting person talking about Heavenly. You did all of that Just for Quad didn't turn around and like a comment like this, all of them. The last time I checked, like I previously said, Heavenly and her husband was blocked from the wedding based on what she said. And what she said was because of you. She said Lateasha shouldn't marry Dr. G because of what he allegedly did to you, Quad. So for you to like a comment that all of them, oh, of course, if I'm Heavenly, I'm going to switch up on you too. Imagine what's going on behind the scenes if Quad can boldly, publicly like comments like this. Then imagine what's going on behind the scenes, because I'm being dragged for you. I'm defending you. I'm hitting below the belt coming for this woman because of you. My husband was embarrassed and said he can't enter a wedding because of what I said defending you. And you want to come on the internet and like comments like this? All of us, I treated him like angels, when that's not true. I mean, how much more kissing you want her to do, Quad? But Quad thinks she's slick, okay? Basically, this person wrote all, okay? So if Heavenly come at her like I just did, talking about, what do you mean? Heavenly had your back. She can say, oh, Heavenly, you know I didn't mean you. They wrote all, and I was just talking about the other girls, not you. However, the comment right above that mentioned Heavenly name directly. And Quad is fully aware that Dr. Heavenly been dragging her lately. But as you can see, she did not like that comment. And I paid attention. She did not like any comment that directly wrote Heavenly. And if you go back and there are comments there now, that's because she was probably caught out and now she's going and fixing things. But my thing is, there's a comment right above with Heavenly name written, no like, because she thinks she's slick. We also cannot forget the episode where it was just Heavenly and Lateasha told Heavenly her business, and Heavenly went back and told her group. Exactly. So you can't say all when there's a woman there that's actually been defending you and coming for your ex-husband. Now let's revisit that comment, because this is serious. I'm talking about Quad relationship with Dr. Heavenly, and Quad dismissing that Dr. Heavenly doesn't look at her ex-husband like an angel. That doesn't mean in the same breath I'm dismissing Quad feelings about abuse and all of that. Absolutely not. I would never ever do that. So I had to come back and make sure I point that out, okay? He said, she hit me. She said, no, you hit me. He said, no, you pull a knife out on me. The both of them got arrested. The both of them have mugshots. Both of them were in a very terrible marriage and relationship. And I agree, and I'm happy that they're no longer together. So I would never, ever dismiss Quad feelings towards her ex-husband as it relates to that, because I don't know these people personally, and I would never take up for that. Those are her feelings, and her feelings are valid, okay? I'm getting somewhere when I say the both of them. I'm thinking, as it relates to Bravo, Quad feels like she doesn't want the man back. What's hurtful is this man did these things to me. And how can Bravo provide a man that allegedly did these things to me a platform? Now, in Bravo eyes, they are like, based on the evidence allegedly and based on what we saw, the both of you had issues against each other. If we can bring you back and you are not even married to medicine, then we can bring him back and he's actually married to medicine. So Quad, I'm not saying that this makes it right, and I'm not excusing Bravo at all. I'm just saying, remember the network that you work for. You see all of these mugshots on the screen. Some of the things some of these people did is not no petty argument, little stuff. There's some major things that people did, and Bravo still provided them a platform. I also quickly say this about Portia. This mugshot right here of Portia is when she put her hands on Kenya, when she pulled Kenya hair. Kenya absolutely did press charges. Candy, Bravo, and other people begged her to drop the charges, and she did. Portia did not go protesting with a full face of makeup and all of that. This mugshot is from that, okay? Now, this is the mugshot that Portia got when she was protesting, and kudos to Portia for going out there protesting. Mentioning that because there was a page that posted, Real Housewives, different franchises, mugshots, and the argument was, take Portia down, take her up there. She was doing good. she's excluded from this list and all of that. And people were mixing up this mugshot and her mugshot when she was out there being an activist. So I was just clarifying that. All of this started when Quad posted this image right here, and then she captioned the image, "Meanwhile, back at the ranch." This person wrote, "Quad, how do they kick off an OG who's married to medicine to bring in someone whose affiliation with medicine is an emoji face that never graced our screen?" Quad responded, "Unfair and wanting to ride the housewives wave, thinking that it would bring more ratings, but we learned it didn't. Truth is truth." Not they went from dancing together and, oh, this about to be the new freaking frack, and now this hot mess. Most of you are aware that after lying on Kenya Moore for a few seasons, Phaedra Parks finally got fired from the Real Housewives of Atlanta for lying on Candy. You all know that story. Phaedra's made a few attempts to return to reality TV, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, she was there, whatever. You know, like I said, if you remove one of the key ingredients that made your dish or whatever it is, everything, it is never going to be the same or worse. Phaedra is now on Married to Medicine, and people were saying, oh my goodness, just bring Phaedra back. Let her sit with Candy. Bring her back after everything she did, and the ratings going to go up and all of that. But Phaedra had been on all of these different shows, and the ratings did absolutely nothing. It did not move. Although Married to Medicine is not like the Real Housewives franchise and all of that, people did say that Phaedra Parks being on there, they were going to have a record-breaking premiere episode and all of that. And then the ratings came out, and it's actually lower than what it was last season during their first episode. I don't watch the show, but I saw the numbers. But my thing is, it's the new season 10. So, you know, it might and will go up, okay? Although I'm not excusing her disgusting behavior, I see why Heavenly is so desperate, okay, to go on these platforms and just drag everybody just for some attention and hoping that it will go viral and people will watch the show. Whether this is coming from anger and because she's being, you know, iced out of the show, according to her, Quad is also admitting that it's not happening with the ratings. Now, if everything was all good and Quad was still there and she was still cool with Phaedra, she would be a part of the crew saying, oh, you know, it's going to go up. We'll be all right. She won't be over here doing what she's doing now. Although the truth is the truth and people understand, they are still calling her bitter for doing this right here. We love some Miss Quad. Can't wait to see what's next because the people look like they done banded together against you, shaking my head. Meanwhile, they ish been whatever for years. Okay, Quad responded, well, they definitely did band together and remove me from the show in episode 7, but do try to respect what they bring to the show. I'm not a hater. Yes, you are. And listen, no one is saying Quad have or had the power to get Mariah off her show. I've never said that. However, this is exactly the treatment she was given. And for Quad to even respond to things like this, I wouldn't even respond to things like this because, Mama, you were a part of the group and you all sat down, had a meeting, and told production, we do not want to film with her, be around her, and all of that, even though she's the reason all of you have this platform. Okay, yes, I get it. Had Bravo said no, she probably would have gone somewhere else with her idea. But because of her and because she suggested you of all people and the other women, that's why Married to Medicine is here. So for all of you to band together, the same thing that's happening to you, and say, we will not film with her, because I don't care who you are. If the cast is not willing to film with you and they are putting their foot down, then Bravo is like, listen, of course production have the right to say, well, this is a job and you have to get on board at the end of the day. So if you're refusing to film with the creator of the show, have a nice life. What's sad is those black intelligent women couldn't even see that Bravo was playing in their face. And this is the problem with us sometimes. Those people over there at their network basically said to Mariah, how dare you come on here, you black woman, talking about this is my show, I created it. We put your name at the end as executive producer. That wasn't enough for you. You had to come on here and let everyone know that you were and are smart enough to create such an amazing idea and you want credit for it? Or absolutely not. Black women, band together and cast your own sister out. Oh yes, we're gonna do it. Yes, master, we're gonna do it. Dumb. Other woman that Mariah got in a physical altercation with is still there. Other people have threatened to fight and all of that since that incident. They are still there. Some of the women do not get along, but they all show up to do their jobs, okay? Production made these ladies feel like the power was in their hand, because if the black women band together, Quad, exactly what's happening to you now, like you did with them, and say, we don't want this woman who created something so amazing and who gave us this opportunity, we don't want her here. The supporters can't say, we did it. They can't make it a race thing, and they can do all of this. And the black women were like, oh yeah, we have control, when that's all you were used for. Now, of course, Mariah sued, okay? And basically, the agreement allegedly was you still get your credit. And I realized recently that at the end of every episode, Mariah's name is still showing up as an executive producer. That's why I started watching to also, talk about Lateasha and all of that, because at least Mariah is still getting her credit, making her coins. I just thought they attempted to completely raise her existence and what she did for Married to Medicine, okay? My thing is, Mariah talked about her marital issues. Mariah was open. If anything, you would think Heavenly, okay, the type of special treatment Heavenly is getting. My marriage is not up for sale and I would never, and all of that, most network would be like, have a nice day, okay, and have a nice life. Heavenly gets to be in everybody else's business and marriage and marital issues, but hers is off limit. The creator of the show did not do that. She didn't ask for special treatment. So production didn't have any leg to stand on to be like, oh, you're running around here talking about, yes, it's her show, but you can't say, oh, because she's a creator, she was getting special treatment, because no, she was open. She was being lied on. There was no, oh, you can't talk to Mariah like that. People talked to her any kind of way and she was disrespected. There was no special treatment. They just didn't like this black woman running around talking about, this is my show, I created it, mine. And they were like, okay. Allegedly, you have two options, okay? Be on the show as a talent and lose your name in the credit, or have your name in the credits as an executive producer and leave the show. Okay, Mariah said, you know what? I'm not about to go through this back and forth. Cut the check. They cut the check. She's still getting her coins for her name being there, for being the creator. And she's over there living her peaceful life. But the whole thing about you can't be a talent and a producer are lies. The Kardashians are all listed as executive producers, and they are also the talent. Shawnee O'Neal from Basketball Wives, she's in and out of the show, but she is the creator and executive producer and a talent. It is possible. They just got upset that this black woman was claiming what is rightfully hers, and they used her own sisters to get her out. And Quad, you were a part of that banding together, and now it's happening to you. Does that mean people should celebrate and say, oh, karma? No. But I'm just saying, girl, exactly. Sometimes it might take a long time, but those tables always turn. So when it's turning against someone that you once supported, even if the two of you are not in the same space, be careful how you treat people, because now look, exactly. No one is saying Mariah is or was a saint. All I'm saying is Mariah didn't do anything that was so terrible for her to no longer be on this platform. That's all I'm saying. One of the women that she got in a physical, like I said, altercation with, she is still there. They all still lie on each other. They're also doing the same thing. So messing with the world, Mariah was no, she didn't do anything that was worse than what anybody else did in the heat of the moment for her to no longer be there. If you all can allow the woman that also said some not so pleasant things about her, threw some nasty allegations out there about her. If I can allow her back on the show, add another woman who's not even married or engaged to medicine or dating the medicine, okay? She covered his face with an emoji. If you all can also bring that woman on the show after the lie she told on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, then you have absolutely no excuse for Mariah not being there. But like I said, she's probably not interested. She's getting her coins and she's living her happy and peaceful life. And I wish her the best. I'm going to pause and read the top. I want to get to Quad responses because it's taking the video too long. But she responded, "It's all an excuse to push me off the show. Accountability is universal. It goes both ways." So she's still running with the narrative that the ladies are trying to push her off the show. Go ahead and read the next comment on the screen. I think what Quad is doing is, you know what, people are going to start dragging Bravo, going over there. There's going to be petitions and uproar, and maybe because of that, when they do see how much people love me, they would choose to keep me. We shall see if it's going to work. Quad next response: "Me leaving was not my choice. I was forced to leave. As disheartening as it is, there's no value for me after all these years." The person made a comment, "Why are you leaving? I'm not sure why. They brought your ex back, but he and his wife should leave and you should stay because I'm not enjoying them on the show at all. Okay, hope you stay for good." And that was her response to that. And I say this respectfully because we're all entitled to our own opinion. You should actually be saying thank you, Dr. G and Lateasha, because without them, what other storyline does Quad have? I understand supporting someone and not being here for somebody else, but they're the reason why she have a storyline. Majority of the women this season have a storyline. The first few episodes been centered around her wedding, and all of that. Yes, Dr. Simone and everyone else had the little side conversations here and there, but it's been about them the first few episodes. Popping up at the lady bachelorette party. Yeah, once again, Lateasha was the reason why she had that scene. So yes, Quad been here before Lateasha, so I'm not taking that away from her. But to sit here and pretend like she would have had a storyline without them, yeah, stop it. Like I said, of course, Quad, have her businesses, her cooking, all of that. However, they want the drama. And Lateasha and Dr. G happens to be her storyline. Instead of shading them, actually tell them thank you. Because of them, you are able to see Quad thus far this season. Hope the rumors isn't true. You are only in 2 more episodes. If that's the case, I'll be done watching. Quad responded, "It's not a rumor. Unfortunately, it's true. I'm forced to leave in episode 7. However, let's try to focus on the positive. At least I'm there for 2 more episodes." You can see on the screen, Quad is still responding that she's there for 2 more episodes, and they asked her to leave but continue to support, and all of these other comments still shading Toya and all of that. Well, Heavenly hopped on Twitter, and she basically tweeted that, this is all Quad's fault. It's not their fault. And for people to keep watching. Why are y'all bullying Quad? Is so weird. No one is bullying Quad. Everything that has happened is on her 100%. Ask her. Well, there you go. The person is basically asking, what did they do to Quad again? And she responded, the real question is, what did Quad do to herself? Keep watching and listening as this all unfolds. I am for the truth. Well, there you have it. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.